How's everyone doing? Hey guys. Well, right now I'm literally I'm about a couple hours before my tour ends for my job. As you guys may already know, I'm a doorman slash concierge. So, I work at expensive property. Soon one day, hopefully within the next 4 to 5 years, I myself will be in a situation where I can own expensive property. But anyways, so moving forward, today's topic is going to be based on selfishness. It's relationships, but we're going to actually dive into being selfish, which we all have been there. We all have done that. We all have had our moments of being selfish, which it is what it is. It's part of, I can say it's part of human nature, to want a lot for yourself, and sometimes you may not want to, look the other way. Sometimes you're blinded by your own desire, your own wants, even sometimes needs. But moving forward, like I said, sometimes you're blinded, and there's no way around it. To be honest, it's something where you have to actually find it in yourself to realize that you are becoming selfish. You got to realize that sometimes it's not all about you, and I know that's the channel's name, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's about the other person, and we as people, we're still learning. We still are learning about life. We're still learning how to interact with one another. This is something that has been going on since the beginning of mankind. Or may I say womankind? Because we all know you ladies have a lot of power in these, and especially in this era. But moving forward, you gotta sometimes take away that aspect where it's always about me, and sometimes it's good to focus on the other person. Figure out what the other person needs, figure out what the person wants. Try to do more for the other individual. That's one way that you can help yourself in a relationship. Look out for the other person that you care about. And this is not just for, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. This is for all aspects of different relationships. Sometimes we're caught up on being selfish and constantly looking after ourselves, instead of giving our attention to the people that we care most about. So with that being said, I have a few, tips, where you can try to catch yourself, in advance. If you're in any kind of relationship and you notice that you have certain needs and the other person is not, the other person may not be cooperating. Moving forward, sorry about that, guys. This heater is getting a bit annoying. But like I said, I have a few tips for you guys, and one of the major tips I can say is, if you are looking, if you have a situation where you care about a person and you are, I literally forgot what I was going to say. It sucks. I'm going to end up dissecting this video so hard. Oh my God. Okay, so moving forward, if you have something that's very important to you and you need to, communicate that with your partner, and it's something that's very essential, your partner, it's something that you need, for example, let's say, you have a goal, which you all should have goals, but let's say you have something that you need whoever is in your life, you need them to be a part and supportive of. Make sure that you let them know, communicate with them, let them know, like, hey baby, if you're the dude, it's like, I need you to be there for me. Right now I'm pursuing this career or this, specific aspect of your goal, and I need you to support me. I need you to be there for me. Because when you communicate, you can sometimes remove that selfishness and actually be able to work with the other person. Because then, the person you're with might tell you, okay, I can do this for you, but in return, I need this. A relationship should be a give and take. It should never be one-sided where you're just, working to do something for someone, and that other person is not returning the favor in return. It's not returning what you do for them back. Because, relationships are all about mutual love, mutual understanding, being there for one another, not doing your own thing, and you guys and girls, you know when you have been like that. When you have been selfish and you've been doing things you shouldn't do. If your partner might be, let's say your partner is a little insecure, you should try to help and make them secure. It shouldn't be like, oh, you're insecure, so I'm not gonna, you gotta fix that about you. No. Because they might be insecure for a reason, there might be things that you are doing that's causing their insecurity. Not everyone's the same. Some people could be okay. Let's say, example, you're communicating with your ex, right? And you decide that you want a friendship. You want to maintain a friendship with your ex. But you're in a new relationship, and that new guy that you've been now with dating or already in a full-blown relationship tells you, hey, I'm not liking the fact that you're communicating with your ex like that. I don't think it's a good idea for you to be friends in that way with your ex. You gotta make a decision. Who's more important, your future or the past that you left behind? Because if you broke up with someone, if you broke up with a woman, or if you're a woman and you broke up with a man, and you want to maintain friendship with friendship with that person, it's okay. But don't let it get involved in your actual new relationship. If it becomes a problem, scratch that friendship out. You don't need that. That person obviously is no longer in your life. So focus on the person that is. That person, you can't, some people you can't really keep around because they might be problematic for the future. And that's just an example, where you as a person should work with that other individual and not just blame it on the insecurities. Because I'm going to be quite honest, me per se, and this is just my opinion, if I'm with a girl and she's friends with her ex, if I see that she's a little too close, I'm going to have a problem with that, especially if she's visiting her ex and, and she doesn't even have kids with him. She's just visiting him like it's all cool and dandy and chilling with him when I'm not there. Like, there's a problem, and you might, you guys let me know in the comments below. You guys might believe, hey, Anthony, you're insecure. No, I'm sorry. It's not about insecurity. It's about, I want to make sure that whoever I'm with is with me, not with someone else on the side. I don't know the status of your relationship. You could tell me one thing, but that doesn't mean that you don't have other feelings. It doesn't mean that other person doesn't have other feelings. There's a reason why you guys are maintaining that friendship. Always be aware of that, guys and girls. If you have a partner that's saying, oh, I want to be friends with my ex, and they're very, adamant about keeping that friendship, there might be something else going on, and I don't want to stir any issues there, but always keep in mind, there's always an agenda. Like the previous video, there's always an agenda for whatever actions you do, so never get blindsided by someone telling you, hey, I'm doing this because, it's just a friendship, or I'm doing this because, I want to make myself feel better. There's always a reason. There's always a reason to why people do what they do, it's a part of life, right? But, it's, I'm just, giving you guys a little heads up on certain things that you can look forward to and, look after so that you don't get hurt, But again, this is about being more selfless. The title of this video is selfishness, but overall, we want to learn how to become more selfless. Look after your partner, look after your family members, the relationships that you have with friends. Make sure that you're not just looking out for number one, look out for the other people that matter most to you. You want to make sure that you're building on those relationships, not that they're building on you. The relationship doesn't revolve around you. It revolves around both people, or multiple people, if it's a family-based thing, But it's just advice, You don't have to take it. It's something that, out of experience, I've learned that when you're in a relationship, the moment that selfishness knocks on that door, that's when you got an issue. And the issue sometimes is very major, because that can easily be a make or break on the relationship. And it's terrible. It's very terrible when, sometimes you have to let something go because the other person in the relationship is too selfish and they're not willing to budge, They don't want to work for the relationship. They want it to be about themselves. It's about me or the highway, so to speak. So you got to be careful with that, guys and girls. Again, leave down in the comments below some of your experiences, because I can go on about how you can be selfless, but if you want more advice, you can easily send me a message send me a message through YouTube, or you can just write in the comments below and I'll answer, to the best of my ability. I've been in a psychology major for 4 years, and it's something where I'm able to analyze very good. I'm good at that. That's a skill that I improved on through my years, and you learn a lot. You learn a lot about people by being in relationships, and you learn about people by experiencing what's around you. And selfishness is all around us, guys and girls. It's all around us. So, it's good to try to practice that selfless behavior and start doing for others, so that in the end, you honestly know that you're giving it your all. Because that's another way of being able to give. The more selfless you are, the more you're able to give. And if it's still not working, then the problem is not you. It's been them the whole time. Apparently, sometimes some men and women wear quote-unquote damaged goods, and it doesn't mean that there's something necessarily wrong with you, but it's that you're still, you either picked up on bad fundamentals, or you've been through so much that you're unable to see things clearly. And when you enter a new relationship, you're still treating that other individual as if they were from the previous, and you can't be selfish. Communicate your feelings. Always communicate. Like that's something you're gonna always hear me saying in all my relationship videos to come, and the ones that already have been done. Communication is key, because it allows you to know what the other person is, how the other person feels. If I don't know how you feel, it's very hard for me to make choices that will benefit both of us. And me being a person that's trying to myself advocate selflessness and learning how to treat people better in the sense that I'm looking out for them. That's it's all about learning and practicing that good old selflessness behavior. But it's been great, guys. Again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Like this video. Please subscribe. It definitely helps. And it would be nice for you guys to share it, But, and as you know, it's all about you.